Welcome to part 2 of the series on how to set yourself up for lasting success with the right mindset goals. Goals that are truly yours, and most importantly, goals that complete you in the big scheme of things. In this series of goal setting videos, I'll be going over the steps that will enable you to set meaningful goals for yourself and give you the power, tenacity, and clarity to persevere at anything that you intentionally set your mind to. And the key here is intentionally. So what's the secret that unlocks the gates to setting yourself up with meaningful goals in a life of true success? Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you see reality, there is none. And for that reason, I only have practical steps to share, steps that have worked for me and I'm confident will work for you if you give it a chance. So let's start with part 1, which has 2 steps: acceptance and forgiveness. Why start with acceptance and forgiveness? Before you can make any real change in your life, no matter what it is that you are trying to accomplish, the first step is to take an inventory of where you are in life without lying to yourself, and just accept and understand that that is where you are and this is what your reality looks like at that point in time. It might not be ideal, but that's what it is, and you need to accept that and let that reality sink in. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do anything about it, but you have to start by being true to yourself and acknowledge where you are in life. It's probably not ideal for most of us, and you may feel like crap knowing this is where you are, or maybe even ashamed to admit it to yourself. But in order to make any real and lasting change, you need to break the news to yourself and your ego that this is my truth and this is who I am at this point in my life. Now, the bright side is that there is another spectrum of things, and you can make a change for the better, because there is always something you can do to improve your circumstances, however small it may be. Believe me, you're better off facing your fears than lying to yourself and doing nothing about it. We live in a world where there's too much emphasis on big, bold, and shiny things, when in reality, true and powerful beginnings to anything that withstands the test of time are usually very humble and small. So don't underestimate the power of a small positive action. The compound effect of small positive actions in your life over time can be very, very powerful. Stop fighting your reality and accept it. That's where you are. It's not great, possibly a lot worse, but you'll fix it. Too much of our lives are spent pretending to be something or someone we are not, instead of accepting our reality and taking full responsibility for it, so we can take a step in the right direction. For example, if you would like to improve your finances, health, or relationship, then start by thoroughly reviewing your current state and take full responsibility. Forget the blame game. It's not good for you and not good for others either. Why in the world would you do that? Because if you blame someone else for your troubles, then you are telling your subconscious self that someone else is responsible for your problems. Blaming someone else would lead you to not putting in the effort that is needed to make any real lasting change in your circumstances. The only person that you have any real control over is yourself. And if you're telling yourself that you are partially responsible for the undesirable things in your life, then your half-hearted efforts will lead to half-assed results, or further discouragement and possibly even failure. You'll most likely give up at the next hurdle, which is without a doubt waiting for you around the corner in an attempt to body slam you. And I say attempt because if you let it, and it certainly will. Change is hard, change is uncomfortable, change is tough. But believe me, you are tougher. You are built for this. So stop blaming others and take full responsibility. That's the thought process that you want to walk away from this step. You see things as they are, you take full responsibility, and you'll do everything in your power to fix it. Step 2, forgiveness. Assuming you've done the first step right and have been honest with yourself by truly looking at your reflection in the mirror and accepting your current reality, then chances are, like most of us, you are displeased with it. This is a critical point. It's important here that you don't feel sorry for yourself. Instead, be mindful of your feelings of resentment, remorse, and denial, and observe these emotions as they emerge, but don't let them creep in and camp in your head. Don't get stuck in the trap of self-loathing. Your immediate next step should not be self-loathing, self-denial, or self-affliction. It should be self-forgiveness. You fucked up. We all do. And that is life. You did at the time what you thought was right, assuming with sincere intentions, of course, and things didn't go as planned. Learn from it. Learn from your mistakes and forgive yourself so you can release that negative energy that holds you captive. You can't help yourself or anyone else with chains of regrets around your ankles. Don't forget, just like you screw things up, you can fix them also. So focus on that. Forgive yourself and others and start by telling yourself that you are starting with a clean slate and you will do whatever it takes to make it right. Truly, in the greater scheme of things, that is what life expects of us. That you learn and grow, realize your true potential, and leave the world a better place than you found it. And all you have to do to achieve that is just start by taking actions to make yourself better every single day. Every day that you're given a chance to restart your life, really. You can start by admitting your ignorance and arrogance and flaws and really have the humble attitude of making a change towards a better and newer you. Just in case you're wondering what has all this got to do with goal setting and achieving your potential, and why the heck are you going through this mental and emotional acrobat? Because this is the crucial exercise to reset your mind and give you a solid foundation that you will need to build upon from this point forward and hopefully for years to come. You know your intentions better than anyone else, so it's important that you take the first 2 steps with sincerity and a clear conscience. Instead of hiding behind your weaknesses and flaws, you admit them and understand that you are a flawed being in many ways. But at the same time, that does not mean that you don't have the power to overcome whatever it is that you are struggling with. This approach is very powerful as it places the blame of everything or most things undesirable squarely where it belongs, on you. Of course, with exceptions of act of God, etc., which in reality can be an opportunity in disguise, but that is a video for another day. The goal in step 2 is to guide yourself, your inner self, to forgiveness for yourself and let go of the baggage of negative emotions and failures from the past, and acknowledge the energy generated from these disappointments, resentment, and channel this energy towards taking positive action towards a new life or goals that you are going to set for yourself. These are very simple but very powerful steps that anyone willing can take, and you will see remarkable changes in your life if you truly desire positive changes in your life. Please comment below if you found this video helpful and share your thoughts and experiences if you've tried similar approaches that may have worked for you. If you can think of someone who can benefit from this video, please share. If you like this type of content, please subscribe, as I'll be uploading every week and breaking down many other concepts in life that have become unnecessarily complicated for us for no good reasons. In part 3 of this video series, I'll be going over how to derive your present goals with a bird's eye view of your life. Thank you for listening. Until next time, peace.